Hello and welcome back. So this playlist I'm actually going to start. I know I haven't finished the Java one, but I thought I'd do multiple ones just to avert boredom of staying on one language as well as kind of diversify the channel as it grows. Um, I'm going to be doing Python, which is another language that people seem to learn fairly early in their programming careers these days. It's very useful. It's pretty easy to understand. It's a high level language compared to, say, C or a number of other ones, but it's useful in many ways. It's it's one of my favorite languages to use. Um, but we'll get right into it. This is probably gonna be a short one, but just to sort of have your environment set up, I'm not going to show how to install it on Windows. I'm using a Mac right now, but if you want to install Python on Windows, you are going to have to look for a tutorial somewhere else. But if you have a Mac, you should be pretty good. Um, you can double check it. I think all Macs in, uh, are uh, uh, released with Python. Yeah, so I haven't changed the Python version that is installed. You can. I do have a more updated version of Python, but I'm just going to use the one that's currently um, the default on the system. I think the more recent one is 3.6. I forget, but I'm going to be using the vanilla Python that came with this Mac just because it's probably more widely dispersed over the people that might watch this video, and we're not going to need too crazy of functionality or libraries or anything like that right now. If it changes, I will show you guys. But for a Mac, it's pretty simple. Just go onto your command prompt or sorry, your terminal, and and to check to see if you have Python, which you most likely do, unless your Mac is from like the early days, you can type in Python version, and to launch it, it actually launches this IDE, or it's like a Python shell. You type in idle, and you'll see that you have your Python shell, and you can start sort of hacking away on Python in this. One thing that we can do to kind of just show that our Python is working. We can do some simple command like print hello world, and it prints us back hello world. You can do stuff like 5 plus 20, 25, just showing. So you can import some libraries random, and then random dot, let's say random. So yeah, it's just giving us a random string of digits there. Um, so with Python, as you can see already, if you've watched any of the JavaScript, or sorry, the Java playlist, I'll do JavaScript as well. Actually, a number of JavaScript libraries. But with Python, you can see that it's a scripting language, and it can also be used in many different ways, just either than scripting. And for Python, it's pretty plain text. Like, I mean, it's like plain English. You're typing a command like print, and then it's giving you what you told it to print, and you type in an addition, and it's printing out an addition. Like, it's not as, I guess, syntactically, uh, if that's a word, syntactic tactically uh, restricted as like Java or C or some other language, but that is kind of uh, kind of the gist of what what Python is. In the same sense, it's a lot like other programming languages. You set variables. So a equals 3, b equals 4, a plus b equals 7. So um, I'm not gonna, I guess, go too crazy into that. Like you can sort of figure out uh, that Python isn't, like I said, as strict on the declarations and all that sort of stuff. But there's some stuff that you still have to learn to understand how it is used. But for this video, I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm just gonna show you that yes, Python is what it is. You will probably be using a text editor as well. So there's many that you can use. I use Atom right now. I've used to use like Text Wrangler, and even before that I use like Vim. I still use Vim in the shell, and like it's completely up to you. Atom's pretty cool. It's just it's more like modern. Text Wrangler's kind of just a step below that, but depending on what system you use, yeah, and your preference or what you're just used to, uh, we'll be using a text editor as well. So yeah, and from there, um, we will start getting into maybe some examples and projects, and I think that's the best way to learn on this playlist is kind of doing some practice problems and projects as well as going over the concepts and maybe integrating both into the same uh, into the same videos and that's how I kind of learn better. But thanks for watching. I will see you in the next Python video, and welcome to this new playlist. Thanks. Bye.